Yeah, let's do it.
Just chatting about stuff.
Just give them a little,
Yeah.
what we do, kind of thing. Hey, let's play Worry.
Let's go.
Guys, welcome to MVL's first Live in the Lounge. We're here with Best Behavior, so let's start with introducing yourselves.
Hi, I'm Alex Grunberg, and I sing and play guitar in Best Behavior.
And I'm John Mann, and I play guitar and sing behind Alex.
And who's missing today?
Alex Heigl, who plays bass, and then Chris Jimenez, who rocks the drums.
All right, cool. Well, without further ado, let's get this started.
Sure.
The song's called Please Come Back, Baby, You're My Girl. 1, 2, 3, 4. Woke up this morning and I feel so strange. My inner monologue's a Q&A. But something's wrong, man, and I can't tell. Oh, hell, please come back, baby, you're my girl. Down to Carolina, you just left. No need to call me, I'd just be upset. Whiskey, coffee, all my feelings gone. Oh, hell, please come back, baby, you're my girl. Be on time, I could be on, I'll be on. Be on time, I could be on, I'll be on. Be on time, I could be on, I'll be on. Be on time, I could be on, I'll be on time. The suns are shining and I feel so cold. And I would leave, but there ain't nowhere to go. If something's wrong, man, and I can't tell. Oh, hell, please come back, baby, you're my girl. But then I try to tell you, oh, my soul. And then I tell you that you already know. Tragic thoughts, man, and I can't tell. Oh, hell, please come back, baby, you're my girl. Be on time, I could be on, I'll be on. Be on time, I could be on, I'll be on. Be on time, I could be on, I'll be on. Be on time, I could be on, I'll be on. Give it up for John, man. Be on time, I could be on, I'll be on. Be on time, I could be on, I'll be on. Be on time, I could be on, I'll be on. Be on time, I could be on, I'll be on. Be on time, I could be on, I'll be on. Be on time, I could be on, I'll be on. Be on time, I could be on, I'll be on. Be on time, I could be on, I'll be on. Time.
Thanks, Jess.
And then so this next one is going to be Buried on a Mountain.
Oh, sweet.
All right, 1, 2, 3, 4. And why am I so cold? The sun was turning dead on the eastern coast. That's why I'm in so low. Oh, I know it's Friday night, but I just can't go. And I'm buried on a mountain. I don't know how you found it. I'm buried on a mountain. I don't know how you found it. I'm buried, buried. What find God rest its soul. Oh, I thought a solid 3 and then I watched it fold. With life you never really know. Get your top in the top, let's go. But I'm buried on a mountain. I don't know how you found it. I'm buried on a mountain. I don't know how you found it. I'm buried. Low, why am I so low? 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 I'm buried on a mountain. I don't know how you found it. I'm buried on a mountain. I don't know how you found it. I'm buried.
Cool. Alright, so I was doing some reading and it says you wrote all the songs off the album in about a month. So, like, what could you tell us about, like, what that month was like for you? Like, the writing process, I suppose.
You know, it was kind of a crazy month writing all those songs, but you know, my process kind of is like I'll wake up and I'll immediately start writing, and then I just don't eat anything or do anything the rest of the day until hunger just overtakes me, and I have to like leave, and then I'll leave my house and go get something to eat, and I'll like bounce it to like my iPhone and take a listen to it like with some like fresh ears. So that was kind of my process going into it.
It's really cool. And I know starting up a band is usually kind of a pretty frustrating process. You know, like people come together. It's almost like trying to start a fire, you know, with all the sticks and like
Right.
trying to get it started. So what was it like for you to kind of come into the band in January when like all the songs are written, you know, so it's gotten a producer's ear and all that?
It was actually, I mean, it was really nice and really easy for us. I mean, these guys, I knew them from another band. I knew both of the Alexes had been in another band called Mayor Creep, and one of my old bands had played with them, so we were already friends. I was already a fan, you know, I was already into their music before they invited me to play with them. And I remember Alex called me on a Monday afternoon, and it was like 4 in the afternoon, and he was like, hey, I don't know if this guitarist we've been playing with is working out, like, do you want to be in this band? And I was like taking a nap. And I woke up and I was like, when do you practice? And he was like, Monday nights at like 7. I was like, shit. Then like 3 hours? And he was like, yeah. And I was like, I'll be there. Like, I'll be there. And then learned all the songs
He
in
showed
2.5
up, he knew
hours.
every song.
Oh, man.
That was 3 hours.
I was already a fan. So I was like, it was pretty. I also had nothing going on that afternoon. Like, really, like, next to like zero going on, like breathing and maintaining a pulse and then learning their songs. And so they were like really pumped when I showed up and already knew stuff,
Super
and it went
pumped.
really swimmingly.
It was crazy, like just hitting up John Mann at 3 o'clock, and then by 7, you know, he would like not even like already in it to win it. So good.
That's so cool.
Yeah, so no,
yeah.
it was a done deal.
Yeah.
You guys have a very minimalistic approach to living outside
Yeah.
of music. No eating,
Yeah.
just kind of sleeping and breathing.
Right. Coffee.
That's it.
Coffee
All right,
sometimes.
yeah. All right, so we'll let you go on with the next 2 songs.
Sweet.
Cool.
What do you want to play next?
Backwards explanation.
Okay. Slow it down a little bit.
Let's take it down. All right. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Woman, I've been patient, and there's lessons I have learned. Hidden in the basement of your heart of poison burn. With you face to my eyes, you know it's worse with this backwards explanation. Got my heart in the dirt. The dirt. I said, don't you run, don't you hide when your feelings start to stir. I said, don't you run, 'cause your freedom's gone and you're guilty as a bird. how a starlight I yearned for something so amazing that the moon could light the earth. With you face to my eyes, you know it's worse. With this backwards explanation, got my heart in the dirt. The dirt. I said, don't you run, don't you hide when your feelings start to stir. I said, don't you run, 'cause your freedom's gone and you're guilty as a bird. I said, don't you run, don't you hide when your feelings start to stir. I said, don't you run, 'cause your freedom's gone and you're guilty as a bird. As a bird.
Thanks, Jess. What we got next?
Yeah, we the next one we're gonna do is called Tinder Flakes.
All right.
Why? Go.
Why?
But why won't you call me back? I left you a message and it's like you know, it's like you know. So turn off your red receipts, 'cause I know you're Tindering. Yes, girl, I know. Yeah, girl, I know. But you're a flaky girl trying to date Brooklyn girls. You're a flaky girl trying to date Brooklyn girls. Do you remember me? I reference your allergies. You remember, girl? You remember, girl? Are you free on Saturday? 'Cause I'd love to wait around just for you, girl. Just for you, girl. You're a flaky girl trying to date Brooklyn girls. You're a flaky girl trying to date Brooklyn. You're a flaky girl trying to date Brooklyn. You're a flaky girl trying to date Brooklyn girls.
Big shit, baby.
All right, cool. Now back to the interrogation. All right, so it seems lately there's been like overall like this pretty huge revival of that like cool like 60s like surf rock kind of sound. And I mean, some say it's nostalgic, others it's like kind of fun, and it's definitely like integral of Good Karma. So I mean, good luck, Bad Karma. Why do you think it's been so ear-catching lately?
You know, I think, well, you know, part of the reason why it will always be kind of ear-catching is kind of where that's where pop music started, was, you know, with the Beatles and like the 60s guitar groups that, you know, kind of started pop music in general, and like guitars kind of seem antiquated now, but I feel like I've been waiting for a while for that 60s sound to come back, and so I feel pretty good about now there's a resurgent happening, like, you know, especially in Brooklyn as well.
And I was gonna say too, I mean, as someone who came into this band after you had already written a lot of stuff, again, thinking of these songs as guitar songs is like one way to look at it, but I also think a lot of that sound is like in the vocal harmonies and things like that.
Yeah,
like
sure.
I think that's not something that you necessarily always see as much as, and that's what set me off about you guys.
Yeah, it's you know, it's the hallmark sound of that 60s. Those, you know, three guys, you know, singing some harmonies.
And we love all that girl group stuff too.
Yeah,
you know, like
super
I mean,
Motown.
something we love to cover live when we have the chances. Shangri-Las, you know, like that kind of stuff is like a blast.
Yeah.
You know, to play. Yeah, it was just a matter of time.
And I mean, and with that, you mentioned Brooklyn. There's also been a sort of revival of that like garage rock kind of sound, like a return to DIY roots kind of thing. So with those two influences in mind, if you guys could book like a dream tour, any band, past or present, I guess you could each pick a couple. Who would be on it?
It's a tough call. I mean, obviously, like, I love all this garage stuff, but it's funny, I've been asked this question before, and my answer is always Outkast. Like, if I'm gonna play a show with anybody on earth, I want to play with Outkast. And so, like, I don't know if that necessarily fits into, like, the whole garage rock thing.
I guess it doesn't have to.
Yeah, I mean, as garage rock goes, I mean, obviously, like, playing with the Kinks would be sweet.
Yeah,
playing with the Who in, like, 64 would be the shit,
exactly.
you know, like, yeah, I don't know.
I'd
What
love
do
to
you
play
think?
with the Kinks before they got kicked out of America. And they still thought that they were going to be big stars over here, and they were just going for it. That would have been a blast to go to.
I would accept playing with them after they got kicked out of America.
I would accept that.
Kicks is a good one.
Yeah.
Right. I don't know. What do you think? I mean, let's try and speak for Chris and Heigl. I mean,
Oh, yeah, you know, Heigl probably wants to go on tour with Slayer.
right, Slayer. it's either like thrash or heavy trap.
Yeah,
with
or maybe
Heigl,
Fetty
and
Wap.
then,
I don't
yeah,
know.
maybe Fetty Wap or Slayer, and then with Chris, I don't know, man. Chris is a bit of a mystery. He's a drummer, and he's kind of got like math rock roots. So like,
Drummers.
yeah, like he'd be like, yeah, let's go on tour with like Drive Like Jehu or something like that.
He's a pretty happy-go-lucky guy, so he's good with everything.
He's along for the ride.
But definitive answer, probably the Beatles and Kanye West. Like,
Yeah,
just on tour together with them.
Yeah, that'd be
Alright,
be very convenient for getting people out.
Yeah.
Outkast, Slayer, Fetty Wap, the Beatles. Like,
It's a really big
everything
bill.
is covered.
It's a really big bill, but
Right.
Yeah, I mean, it could be whatever you
We
want.
will be the garage.
Yeah,
rock band.
exactly.
That we'll take that role, you know.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So you guys can get into your last song?
Yeah, this one's magic.
Yeah, let's cover it. So we're doing. Am I doing the boom 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 during that one part?
During the
During
chorus,
the
yeah.
solo or chorus?
Of course.
Chorus. Right. Okay.
Okay, here we go. Honestly, I don't know what changed. Two girls, one love, both call my name. And I carry around this stone with me, 'cause I can't set you down. And you know that I called my friends the other day, 'cause I wonder what they all would say. No help from them, no help from me, 'cause I can't set you down. And you know, okay, no I haven't, 'cause I've come a long waiting for that magic. Okay, no I haven't, 'cause I've come long waiting for that magic. And you know I got my one girl that I wanted, and I got my one girl that I wanted. What if one girl is just a phase? And what if one girl, she needs my name? What if it all goes down in flames? 'Cause I can't set it down. And you know, okay, no I haven't, 'cause I've come long waiting for that magic. Okay, no I haven't, 'cause I've come up long waiting for that magic. And you know I got my one girl that I wanted, and I got my one girl that I wanted, and I got my one girl that I wanted, and I got my one girl that I wanted.
And one last question before we head out. So what would you like, I guess, the fans and listeners to take away from the album? Maybe something that's not like immediately obvious on the first listen through.
You know, I think there's a lot of people who have been talking about the record and that have been like, oh, this is like a breakup album. But, you know, the breakup like had already occurred. And so it's kind of like a moving on album, you know, that this is all like, you know, leaving that relationship and kind of being like your life is renewed in some ways.
Post-party album.
Yeah, exactly. So like going out and meeting people and partying. And so that's kind of maybe.
And there's some pitfalls. There's the Tinders out there.
Yeah, exactly. There's some Tinder Flakes.
But,
what can you do? But yeah, I think
right.
that is probably, you know.
yeah, have a blast. Listen to this album, I hope.
There you have it. Have a blast. And how might people keep up with you guys? Like, what do you find is good for them to follow you on social media?
Bestbehaviormusic.com. Check that out and sign up for the mailing list. And unfortunately, someone has Best Behavior on Twitter and Instagram, so it's Best Behave with 2 A's. Best Behavior.
Must be Javier.
Yeah, it's Best Behavior.
So yeah, that's how you can check us out.
Yeah.
All right, cool. And you can pick up the record from the website as well.
Sure. And we'll actually have the vinyl in December.
Yeah.
Yeah,
we'll be dropping
cool.
the vinyl, so
Yeah, I saw
pretty
that on
exciting.
Bandcamp.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're excited about that.
Bandcamp is the best, by the way.
Thanks.
We're not seeking endorsements. All right, well, thank you guys for coming out. This has been a blast.
Yeah,
So.
thanks so much for having us.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Yeah. And then the other email would be, just so you have it, is Caitlin, like K-A-I-T.
K-A-I-T.
Yeah.